back to the channel where we aim to achieve wellness through astrology. If you're new to Sam's Astrology, hello, I'm Sam. I'm an astrologer and a student of traditional Chinese medicine. While it's good to know what the horoscope brings, remember that how these can play out for you will depend on your own natal chart. That said, let's begin. This week, we're taking a look at the transits for August 11th until August 17th, 2024. And in true Mercury retrograde fashion, my camera started to act up. So we're doing the video without a camera today. Instead of getting irritated that we don't have our tools ready or available, we will just have to roll with the punches. All right, let's start. I will bring this back to the 11th. Here we go. So let's start off with the astrology for the day. Today is August 11th, 2024, Sunday. We are starting the week with some interesting connections in the planets. First, Mercury retrograde has just recently completed its conjunction with Venus in Virgo, and they are now starting to separate from each other over here. And we've already read about the conjunction of Mercury retrograde and Venus in Virgo last week. So if you want to know what that means, you can head to the video from last week where we explained that. But apart from this, we also see that the moon over here in Scorpio is creating that nice sextile with Mercury up here. Apart from that, we also have Mars and Jupiter here in Gemini squaring off with Mercury and Venus in Virgo. Now, all these three together paints a irritating picture or an irritated picture, not irritating, but irritated picture. This could mean like stomach pains or ulcers or inflammation in the digestive tract, particularly where Mars is concerned, and that square that it's making with Mercury retrograde. That could be a time of irritation in the digestive tract. So please do not skip your meals. If you have a track record for like stomach pains or ulcers, please take double care of your digestive system. I think we have a saving grace here with the moon in Scorpio. This moon, this watery moon over here, making this supportive connection with Venus, particularly in Virgo, can be a phlegmatic time. This could help mitigate the inflammation that Mars and Jupiter brings. So maybe phlegm-forming foods and liquids would be interesting for this week, particularly say dairy, sugar. Just don't overdo it, obviously, right? These could help with the potential inflammations in the digestive tract, just to keep it, just to keep it slippery, lubricated, right? Of course, all in moderation and don't overdo it. So that's a particularly tricky start to our week, I'd say. And it doesn't get much better, although there is hope. There's a light on light on the other side of the tunnel, and I will get to that in a little bit. Our day doesn't, or our week, Monday doesn't have anything particularly different from Sunday. If anything, it's a continuation of what we have today, and it'll go straight to Monday, and then come Tuesday, we have an interesting opposition here between the moon and Uranus in Taurus. Unexpected occurrences in the throat area, particularly concerning phlegm, which supports our Sunday, right? So phlegmy stuff, mucus, possible oral excretions, right? So your noogies. But essentially, this is what I'm trying to say. If today, Sunday, we don't do this responsibly, the whole phlegmatic time, doing it moderately, the whole drinking of dairy stuff, taking cheese, taking for phlegm forming things. This could translate by Wednesday. Excuse me, by Tuesday, this could become something that we would have to face, especially with Uranus over here in Taurus. There's there's this astrologer segue commercial. There's this astrologer that I follow who said it's tricky to um, get an actual forecast of what Uranus would bring because Uranus himself is unpredictable. And so these could be surprising stuff concerning our throats, concerning the vocal cords. So, and particularly when coming from Sunday and all that, all that phlegm forming things that are that are strong on a Sunday, come Tuesday, that could be something that we are gonna have to deal with. With the moon over here in Scorpio and Uranus over there in Taurus, those could be those unexpected occurrences in the throat area. So, as usual, just your liquid intake, right? Your water, don't forget that. Flush it down, keep it healthy. Keep the throat healthy, particularly. Our next day, Wednesday, is a little bit better. Here is where we start to find more agency to our week. Why? There's a particular pattern that we see here. It's called the mutable grand cross. You have the planets over here in Virgo, Mercury and Venus, right? In a square with the moon in Sagittarius, also in a square with Saturn here in Pisces, and it's also in a square with Mars and Jupiter in Gemini. So these signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, they are all mutable signs. And so the planets in those signs are in a square with each other. This is a time when our health could go haywire. And really, to make things very simple over here, all that you really need to do is to pivot. Listen to your body, listen to your health. If you need to rest, rest. If you need more water, increase your water intake. If you need to take meds, take your meds. Of course, get the advice of your licensed physician, right? Don't just self-medicate. But essentially, this is a time, Wednesday is a time when you need to listen to your body. Avoid getting sick by paying attention to what your body needs. Do not try to override your body. Your body will tell you what it needs. Normally, the things that we crave are the things that the body lacks at the moment we crave them. And so, if you listen to those, you would more or less put your body in balance, of course, unless you overdo it. But Wednesday is a time for you to listen to your body. Pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to your moods, pay attention to your interaction with other people. This is a time for you to learn how to be flexible and adjust where adjustment needs to be made. Thursday is another interesting time, as you can see from our grand cross. We have a grand trine. This hard blue triangle you see there. The grand trine this time happens in 3 signs, all fire signs. You have Leo, so you'll have Mercury in Leo, Mercury retrograding back to Leo, and is meeting up with the sun over there. The moon is still in Sagittarius, and then you have Chiron in Aries. This grand trine over here could be interesting, to say the least, because of the presence of Chiron over here and Mercury meeting up with the sun. Let's start with Mercury and the sun. Mercury in this case is already combust, meaning it's burning up. Meaning in the night sky, if you were to look up, you wouldn't necessarily see Mercury because it's getting hidden by the rays of the sun. It's burning up. It's not there anymore. in which case its signification is lessened. The power of Mercury becomes debilitated, particularly by a strong sun, because the sun is in Leo in his own sign. This is Leo's domicile, it's his own home. And so the reception here is that the sun is being kind to Mercury, yes, but it doesn't stop Mercury from burning up. It's like um sunburn, essentially that. And it's as simple as that, really. It's a sunburn. Now, Mercury represents our nervous system. He is the lord of the nervous system. And in this case, together with the sun in Leo, this could be palpitations or the triggering of our sympathetic, parasympathetic nervous system. Anything that has to do with your heart health could be triggered at this time. So breathing is advisable over here, especially when you also consider that the Gemini planets over here, Mars and Jupiter, are still connected with them. A very wide sextile with the Sun and Mercury, in which case it's an air sign. Gemini is an air sign. And so I would say interaction with people and breathing would be very healthy. Now, we have the moon in Sagittarius. The moon is the overall significator of our body. And this supportive, harmonious connection that it makes with the Leo planets and Aries, Chiron in Aries, could not necessarily, well, it's not necessarily a healthy configuration, but it does affect the body. And so, whatever it is, you may want to take care of your nervous system and your blood, particularly the blood, because these are fire signs. What are your blood stuff? Hypertension is one of them, which also connects with the heart, right? Which we have here in Leo. Leo rules the heart. So breathing exercises would be very nice. Try to relax. Again, coming back from your Wednesday of listening to your body, listen to your heart. Relax. Don't take everything seriously. Try to breathe deeply. I would suggest a 5-3-8 count. 5 seconds or 5 counts to inhale, hold the breath for 3 seconds, and then 8 counts, 8 seconds breathing out. That should lower the heart rate to keep it healthy, keeping it in the normal range. Let's see. Another one that would be nice to do during Thursday, actually, well, within the whole week, to be honest, is to be on your feet, walking, jogging, breathing exercises. Like I said, these would be good support not only for your Thursday but also for Wednesday. So moving around, massaging the feet, even these would be good techniques to stay healthy for the week. Our last would be on Saturday. Friday is much like our Monday earlier, where it's a continuation of Wednesday and Thursday's energies. And so for Friday, I would suggest keep on doing the same things from Thursday. But Saturday, our last day, this is interesting. One, we have the Venus in Virgo opposition to Saturn over here in Pisces. So this opposition is already starting. It becomes more pronounced come Sunday, where you see the line over here just became darker. But it is starting. They are starting to connect, and this could be a difficult time. However, because Venus accepts Saturn in her sign of exaltation, there's a certain decorum between the two of them. So they're not very hostile towards each other. However, we also have the moon over here in a sextile with Neptune over here in Pisces. Now, whenever the moon and Neptune are connecting with each other, particularly if they also have a connection with Mercury, which they don't in this case, this could be a time of asthma or allergic reactions or eczema flaring up, right? So we want to take care of these things on Saturday. Pisces and Virgo are signs that are happy when they're kept moist. So my suggestion here is to stay hydrated, particularly through the weekend, because again, come Sunday, you have that stronger opposition coming up. So just try to be, you just try to increase your water intake. Again, coming from your Wednesday of listening to your body, observe your body. If you're getting too much water, which leads to drying up, then maybe staying off of soap or too much laundry detergent would help. Just keeping yourself moisturized is the best way to go, particularly for those people who already have these conditions, skin asthma or allergies, or eczema, right? So there you have it. This is how our week is going to play out, most likely going to play out. You will want to look at your own natal chart, of course, and see how they pan out for you, where these signs land in your chart, and determine how they interact with your own natal planets, because that will color how they will manifest in your week. Now, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I will get to them as soon as I can. But that is it for us for this week. I hope they empower you to live your life healthily this week, and then I will see you again in the next video. Bye!